Check 1 2. Welcome here to another new episode of this great evolution that you're making. This is Isofast Technologies, episode 2, an amazing one. I'm your host, Elfas. We are indulging into computer. Just want to break down on basic computer parts. What is a computer? And parts of computers, etc. Is it just an electronic device? It does a lot of things. It's an electronic device that processes data and performs tasks based on instruction called programs or software. It takes input, processes it, and gives output. Yeah, so that's basically what computer is. You give it data, give it information, then it processes it, and then gives it an output. Well, what are basic parts of a computer? You've got hardware that consists of physical parts that you could physically touch. CPU is one of the parts of the hardware that you can touch. CPU simply means processing unit, the brain of a computer that processes everything. And then you have RAM. RAM is a short form of random access memory. These are temporal memory used to running programs. It's a temporal memory. And then you have hard drive, /SSD, where data and software are sorted. You also have motherboard. This is the main source, main circuit, board connecting all components. We have power supply that converts electricity for the computer to use. You have input device or devices like keyboard, mouse, and microphone. You also have output devices like monitor, speakers, and printer, and many more that we will be tackling as we go along. You have number 2, software, programs, and operating systems. That's where software comes in. Operating systems, commonly known as OS, manages hardware and software. For example, Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. You have applications, programs for specific tasks. Example are Microsoft Word and Google Chrome. You might be asking yourself, how really does a computer work? Is it just there, you plug it into power and then boom, it starts working? No. This is the flow of how computer simply works. You have input. You give the computer data, for example, through typing, and then clicking. Some of the example that you input, and then the computer processes the data through the CPU, of course, central processing unit. Processes the instruction you gave it to it by maybe typing and clicking. Number 3, storage. Data is temporarily stored in the RAM, just like I mentioned earlier, that RAM is a short memory, or you can also store data in the permanently in the hard drive, like I mentioned earlier. You have number 4, output. Output, of course, is the results of what you fed the computer. The results shown on your screen or monitor for the elites. We go down to types of computers. You have number of types of computers. Why types of computers? You must be asking yourself, is computer just that one desktop, most people confuse desktop to be the entire computer. Actually, desktop is just the display of what you actually get from your computer. Our desktop, stationary and powerful, used in the offices. So the setup, stationary simply means stationed in your station, like as in you can't move with it from your desk to another desk unless you're moving it permanently to another desk. We also have a laptop. Laptop, of course, is portable. Most of you are familiar with the laptop. You put it on your lap. So yeah, portable and battery powered. Have tablets. They are touchscreen based. Touchscreen based. Of course, they are also portable. You have smartphones that most of us use. Smartphones, are also a type of computer actually. Yeah, so it's a mini computer with calling features, as in you can use your smartphone to call. You know that. Yeah, so we have servers also. These are computers that provide data services to others used in networks. Of course, servers, if you hear servers, are used in these big entities. I will not mention names. The big companies use servers to, give information and data to other computers. We have embedded systems. These are systems built into devices, e.g. microwaves, car routers. Yeah, so embedded systems are used in microwaves. Microwaves ni mchemusho chakula. You can use them to, of course, chemusha your food. Here we go. Essential computer concepts. What are computer concepts really? We got them as files. Files are a piece of digital information, e.g. documents, photo, video. We have folders, a container or a container to organize files. Network, a group of connected computers, e.g. the internet. We have IP address, a unique identifier for a computer on a network. IP address. You get to know all that as we move along in our next episode. And then you have cybersecurity. You hear about cyber, not the cyber that you know. Basically, for protecting systems and data from threats. Yeah, as we go deeper into this, you'll get to know and understand quite well on some of these important things in regard to computer. Maybe just to talk about internet basics going forward, common threats and how to respond. Introduction to programming or systems setup. You have a reason to stay tuned, guys. Of course, you'll also be handling how to troubleshoot slow or faulty devices. You have problems with your phone, hanging phones, getting hotter when you're charging. Your phones just going off without any reason. Might be your phone is your phone memory is full. Your short phone memory is also full, the so-called RAM. So those are some of the things that we'll be teaching you on how to handle them. You can't have a phone that's not helping you, that you want to make a call. Once you get into internet connection, your phone is hanging, you can't make a call. What's that? Yeah, so this is ISOFAST Technologies, where technology has to work for you, not against you. We make you digital wiser as time goes. Stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you.